I will call the December meeting to order with a salute to the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Scott Latham.
Here.
Thomas Kennedy.
Here.
Thomas Bratton.
Here.
John Hagerman.
Here.
Christian Pryor.
Here.
In the event of an emergency, all visitors are advised that they may exit this room from the one side door which leads directly into the parking lot. In the event of an emergency, everyone is asked to move away from the building and do not attempt to leave in your automobiles since this may cause traffic problems and incoming emergencies.
Okay, thank you, Patty. First hearing of visitors. Anybody would like to speak on anything in the agenda? Okay. Consent agenda, which is our approval of minutes, financial matters, committee of special education. We're surplusing some lockers, an office chair, treasurer's report, schedule of bills, monthly budget status reports, transfers. If nobody has any questions on that, can I get a motion to approve that?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Tony?
So, not on the agenda, but there was a story from News 12 yesterday about lead testing in schools, and I just wanted to share with everybody that that was a surprise story to us. News 12 did not reach out to us or any other school that they listed. That type of testing is done periodically per the state. Ours was done in the summer of 2024. We found four or five appliances that tested above the 5 bits per whatever they call it level that we had to attain, and they were remediated. They were either removed, replaced, filtered, or taken out of service. A letter stating all of this, also the report, and an FAQ page was posted on our website that summer in July of 2024. That's how long ago the testing was done. That's why this was such a big surprise to us. And it's there for all parents to read. It explains everything that was done. It has been there since. It's in the community section under notices. If there are any questions, please feel free to reach out, and I'll be happy to explain anything to anybody. I apologize that unfortunately what passes for news media now is, how can we alarm people the most that we possibly can by, by sharing information that is partly accurate and will cause angst. And, for those that it did cause angst, I feel sorry for you, and it's unfortunate that we live in a world where that passes for journalism. But, we will continue to comply with the state regulations. They have lowered those levels in the last few years. They may lower them again. Whatever they set the level at, we will adhere to, and we will make sure that we comply and remediate. When we remediate, we do one of three things. We either remove the fixture and not replace it, and nothing is there. We filter it if it's something that needs to be filtered, or we just completely replace it with a brand-new fixture, and then we retest and make sure that all the levels are accurate. And again, that's done typically over the summer, every 3 years or so. Cell phone update. That's what I was supposed to be reporting on. We've been really lucky. The cell phone or the internet-enabled device ban, it's really been quite easy here. That is a tribute to all of our employees, everybody that works in the school, our teachers, our aides, our TAs, our clerical, our custodians, our administrators, all of them have worked together to make this really a very easy process. Our parents also obviously share in part of that responsibility. Our kids do report some positive benefits of not having internet-enabled devices. I've had kids tell me that it's nice to talk at lunch. It's kind of nice to not have to check on social media. I do caution and warn everyone that They're starting to do studies about it, and one of the unintended consequences that's coming out in numerous studies is when kids leave school, they report that they binge on social media for sometimes up to 5 or 7 hours because they haven't been on it all day. So I do believe, and I go back to what I said a couple years ago when we started talking about the possibility of doing this here, teaching the appropriate use of social media and cell phones and devices is more important than locking them away. So I hope that we continue to teach about how they are useful and can be used in many different ways, but how to use them responsibly so that, eliminating them during a day doesn't create a problem where they're now being used halfway through the night. I have not heard that from any of our families here or parents, and, next month, when I start meeting with my student groups again, I'm going to ask them about that. But it has been reported by a lot of adolescents on Long Island in different studies that, they don't mind not having it during the day, but they're spending an inordinate amount of time on it in the afternoon and evening when they get out of school. So, like I said, there's definitely some positives we've heard from our teachers and from our kids, and that's nice to see.
Francesca, would you mind speaking to your experience with that? You don't have to.
Yeah, of course. It was definitely very hard at first. It was a big change, but after a while, I feel like we all got really used to it, and I've seen a lot of benefits from it. Like, even in my study hall, all the kids are talking, all the kids are hanging out. Like, me and my friends, we play cards. I don't know if you've seen, but poker's been a big thing around the school now. Everyone's playing poker. Yeah. No money, just chips. But yeah, I definitely see it in a positive aspect more than a negative, but I could also see, I do see myself out of school being on it a little bit more. But I find that when you just try to really put it aside, it's not a big problem. So.
Thank you.
Perfect. Personnel, we have Kathleen Helinski's got her retirements in for July 1st of 2026. We have some employees entering the district part-time temporary, readings review classes, substitutes, winter after-school program, sideline cheer coach. What's the 5%? What's that?
It's a new position.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's why we put the 5% in there. It's of their base.
Okay.
That's how we'll look at that.
Sub rates, certified teacher sub is $155 a day, uncertified teacher sub $135 a day. Can I get a motion on those personnel? Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion carries. Committees. Audit committee.
Nothing.
Building committee.
Nothing.
We have nothing on the policy committee. Any new business? Oh, we didn't talk about lights.
Old business.
Why don't we go back to
Old
old
business,
business?
sorry.
So I just put that on there because I had sent you all the information about it. Anthony did reach out to a couple different school districts, and it's interesting, they said you do need the 14 lights just for the field. We thought maybe some of them were being used in other places. They used the 14 lights just for the field. I don't know if you ever heard back from the second district?
No.
Okay,
I thought
yeah.
it was she gave me a day.
Yeah.
But I can try again.
And then we reached out to a different company that Tom had shared with us, and that gentleman has just recently gotten back, and he was working up a proposal, right?
He worked a proposal. It was actually a little bit better than the other one that we did receive.
Okay.
I didn't propose, but it was a little bit better.
Yeah, so I guess, from a district standpoint, financially, it's something that's very doable. I would see it in the fall season being needed to extend, for approximately, we reached out to our coaches and we asked them, and it's pretty much the last 3 or 4 weeks of the season. So it would be a month. A month would be ample time. Steve and Jenny reached out to all the coaches and asked, what if any events did you have to shorten or eliminate, or whatever it may be, and it was all within the last 4 weeks, the last week or two of the varsity season, and then the last couple weeks of the middle school season. So I put it on in case anybody has any questions or thoughts or anything, comments they want to make on it.
You know, what's the the process of setting up and taking down and all of that, or?
Well, I mean, when they come out, they have to deliver it, right? We're not gonna pick it, they're gonna deliver and then pick up at the end of the.
Right, and then we'll have to have somebody to run them.
So they'll show us how it's run. And then we're gonna have to put them up every time.
Right.
That'll be a power for that, and, so, make sure we have fuel and
Yep.
things like that. I mean, there's a little bit of manpower that like custodians and mechanics gonna have to take up, but I don't think it's gonna be anything terrible.
Right, okay.
We'd also discuss storage for them.
They stay outside.
Fantastic.
They stay right there, right? Yeah, once they're set, they're set.
Yeah, we would, I mean, we can move them a little bit, but we don't wanna move them around,
Yeah.
Once they're set, because they're gonna have to get, there's gonna be a little, make sure every part of the field is hit, and it's hit nicely, you don't have a blind spot somewhere. So, yeah, once we get it set, I don't think we want to move them too much.
No, exactly. I think we should try it.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I just see what makes more sense, buying or renting.
they're expensive. Do you remember the price of the buying them?
Well, I mean, they'll be more than, the monthly charge will be probably less than what one unit costs,
Oh, okay. That's easy.
yeah.
Rent?
Especially if they're only needed for,
Yeah, if it's for 2.5 months.
Your rent, you're pretty much getting fairly new ones
Yeah.
anyway. It's not like.
Well,
Yeah.
and you're also getting no problems. If one of them doesn't work, we call the company, they come and take it, and they bring us a new one.
Yeah, and then if you did buy them, you got 14 units you got to store.
We gotta store, we gotta maintain,
Maintain.
we gotta
Yeah.
have to work on, and.
I think we should
It's
try
not just
it.
the lights, they're all run by a generator,
Yep.
motors, and, that's powering these, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, every one of them is a small, is it diesel or gas? I think it's
They
gas.
have you there, though.
Yeah, it's basically a generator that runs on either gas or diesel. And, so there's maintenance to it. There's not maintenance in the month,
Yeah.
but there's maintenance if you own them.
Yeah,
there's-
no.
Oh, yeah.
So, and how many months? We're only talking, what, three
Fuel and gas.
months? 1 month?
A month.
1 month.
The spring, we typically practice when it's getting dark, and then right about when daylight savings hit, we start getting into our games. So we don't really, we thought the problem was going to be the spring, but we monitored it a little bit last year, and if I remember correctly, the spring wasn't the issue. It was the last 4 weeks of the fall season. So it's, in essence, 1 month of the year. Francesca, you've probably had it, right? Did you guys have to?
I had a soccer game cut short because of lighting.
Yeah. Now, may I ask, did you play under the lights over at Matatuck?
Mm-hmm.
How was it?
It was nice. It was like it was broad daylight.
Really?
Yeah.
And those are the lights we're talking about, right?
Right.
Yeah.
No, those are good lights.
How far off the field were the lights?
I would say maybe 5 feet from the bench. They were pretty far.
Behind the bench?
Behind the bench,
Okay,
yeah.
so
They were pretty
that's-
far off the
They're
field.
good.
Safely off the
Yeah.
field?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, let's try it.
We'll start putting that to work.
Now that we went out of order. Second hearing of visitors. Now we will entertain comments and questions about anything.
Kate's the only visitor.
I just want to point out that Francesca Santacroce was recently listed in Newsday's top 100
Basketball.
for women's varsity basketball.
Yeah.
Great.
Congratulations.
And then we'll lead off with you for board member commentary.
So yeah, this week was Christmas Spirit Week, Holiday Spirit Week, and today was actually Ugly Sweater Day, so you fit perfectly in.
Nobody got the memo.
Why did that come on?
We had an event in the elementary school, a Santa breakfast, which was nice. And yeah, everyone's getting excited for a break and ready to start the new year.
Tom?
Outstanding. Thank you very much, and congratulations on being
Thank you.
top 100. Yes, happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, everybody. I mean, it feels like the school year just started, and here we are. So thank you to the staff, the students, teachers, administrators, parents, everybody involved in the district and the board, of course. And shame on you for not learning on this.
Tom?
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, and thanks for everything you guys do.
happy holidays, happy New Year, everyone stay safe, and have a good time. Speaking of the Santa breakfast, my kids were at that, and they loved it, they had a great time. So thank you.
Dawn?
Happy holidays and try to survive. Well, Tony over here is off on a shelf. School, I don't know how you have the energy.
Yeah, I just want to wish everybody a happy Hanukkah and Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and looking forward to a spring semester and more good things, because it's all good things. Can I get a motion for adjournment? Oh, I'm sorry. Next board meeting, January 7th, Budget Forum Work Session. I will not be here. Can I get a motion for adjournment?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? We are adjourned.